Hello, this is RD, rdauditors.com. So basically just coming to you with some news regarding just something sad, something really sad. So basically a victim, this is on Look On Chain, a victim basically with this address lost literally 4,556 ETH, which is equivalent of about $12.4 million due to a copy-paste address mistake. So this is like a poisoning address that takes place. So the account it was very unfortunate. And actually what happened was the victim basically frequently transfers funds to a Galaxy Digital address. And this is the address ending 48. But basically what happens, the attacker generated a poison address with the same first and last four characters as Galaxy Digital's deposit address and reportedly sent dust transactions. So 11 hours later, the victim copied an address directly from the transaction history to deposit into a Galaxy Digital. So what happened basically, let's say, for example, you've been sending money to an address on a regular basis. And that address, let's just say here, you can see here, these are, let's just say this one address, for example. Then you believe that this is the same address you've been sending to, right? So out, and then all of a sudden, this poison address copied what was sent to. So it will be out filled. Maybe we go to token transactions. We can see, okay, let's say here. So it was going out to an address and then basically copied that address and then sent a dust. So dust is like a small transaction, which believes that you feel that money that's coming from a legit address. So then without knowing, you believe, okay, let me just copy that same address. And then I'm going to use that to send money to because I've transferred to the same amount. And because the address looks the same in terms of the first few digits. And then also the last three are exactly the same. And this is the situation that basically happened here, which is very, very unfortunate for this specific user. And it amounted to $12 million. That's painful. This is not the first time it's happened. Not too sure whether this is the first time it's happened with this specific victim or not, but this has been ongoing for a long time. Now, very, very important for you to be aware that this is, so number one, this is the transaction. So this actually occurred 23 hours ago. It was sent to this hacker's wallet. So they thought it was being sent to the digital wallet, but it was sent to the hacker's wallet. So 11.5 million here. And there was obviously a lot more that was sent. There was probably like another 800,000 that was sent thereafter. So this was just a sad situation here. And then this was the address of the victim. So this was the address. And basically this was this was the address here that was basically sent out. Where is this? Out 350. Okay, so this was basically let's just take a look here. To copy here. Okay, so yeah, this is the address basically of the hacker's address. And you can actually see that they basically, let's see the phishing. Yeah, this is the phishing address. Let's just see what they did 23 hours ago. So they actually then moved this money. They actually moved it. Okay, so this is the money that came in. And then let's take a look at the transactions. And then 22 hours ago, so it arrived in here. And then basically the hacker moved the money out immediately, like literally within an hour later. And it moved it to this address. Yeah, so it moved it to this address here. And then you started to see in the last few hours, some funds are being moved to Tornado Cash, which is like a mixer. And basically you can see here, there's 250. So what they're doing is they are sending small amounts. So they're sending it in small increments via Tornado Cash. and there's currently about 10.8 million sitting in this account. So this is just sad. So to overcome this situation, please make sure you do a few things, few options you have to ensure that you're not a victim like this individual. Is that number one, you send a test transaction. Yes, it's going to probably take a few minutes longer. Yes, it's going to incur you with some small fees, gas fees. But if you're sending that amount in terms of 12 million, then it's okay to basically make to lose gas fees of what, $5, $10 maximum. I'd rather do that, right? And then number two, the other option is that you can save the address. Maybe you can save the address, all the addresses that you sent on a regular basis. Maybe you can save it onto a clipboard. Maybe you can send it into some form of sheet, Google Sheet or somewhat that you double check, right? The other option is that you set up in ENS, so to addresses that you send to, so ENS addresses. That's also things that you can basically look at doing. We are also looking at within our company, we're going to work on some tools that will help users can be able to then prevent them from getting their being succinct or succumbed to getting hacked in this manner. So a few things we're looking at, possibly having some form of like a hash transaction that goes through, having more or less like a whitelisted light tool that you can use that will whitelist addresses for you, and before you send that transaction you'll receive an email just to verify that this is the address that you want to send to double check. There's a few other interesting tools we're looking at to be able to help and minimize the chances of you getting hacked. So anyway, please be cautious, be safe out there. Lots going on. If you like this information, please make sure you like, subscribe and follow. If you need any security audit, smart contracts or penetration testings, if you have a business, online business, Web3, reach out to us. We have the best cybersecurities in the space, and we'll give you a quote and help you. Bye-bye.